there is somebody in your life that is just dying to let you know how they feel. Like, there's just something about you right now specifically. This person is just seeing you as the definition of love. Like, you are the blueprint for love in this person's eyes. They don't see anybody else but you. And I made a really detailed message on this. The energy was just really strong, and I feel like this person's energy, on my YouTube, this person's energy is really strong. And I almost just feel like it's becoming a burden not expressing it to you. And I don't think that this person is not expressing it to you to like hide things from you. I almost feel like there's something about them waiting until they feel like they're genuinely like capable of providing to you what you genuinely deserve. So I feel like this person's energy is moving closer to you right now. Knight of Swords, literally right here. That card came out in the YouTube message too. So it's something about like they want to rush. It feels like an impulsive energy almost of like wanting to really just come towards you, and they don't even want to like play games. They don't want to sugarcoat anything. The King of Swords, like, or Knight of Swords, they want to just straight up tell you exactly what they feel. And again, don't attach to this if this person's not doing that. But I just feel like there's something about they really want to. And I feel like it's because your presence is just absolutely undeniable in their eyes. Like, if they deny their feelings for you, they're denying their own truth. And I feel like this is somebody, they don't want to like, you know, they don't want to experience a life without you. And this person, I feel like it's almost a dramatic feeling. And I don't think they're used to feeling this way. Maybe that's why it feels this way, because it just feels like a dam. Like breaking loose of emotions, where maybe this person's suppressed a lot in their past, and because of this like deep level of acceptance for it, it's just really flooding them in a way that just feels like explosive. Like, I don't know, I just feel like they really want to express to you, because if they don't, it's gonna be something that they regret. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just feel like they don't want to regret anything. Genuinely, the Star, that came out in the last reading too. So, and the Death right here. I feel like, you know what I'm hearing is like a death of a star. So that could be significant for somebody. Like, I don't know, I'm just feeling, you know how like when a star dies in the sky and it's still, you can still see it, but it's like been gone. I don't know of how that correlates to this message. I don't know. Maybe there's something about like they feel like they don't want to okay, you know what I'm feeling is that they feel like they don't want to, if they do not express this to you, they're gonna feel like a part of them like died, or like a part of you died, but you're still like visible and you're still there. Yes, that. But I also just feel like there's something about you being incredibly illuminating in this person's eyes, like who you are as a person. And I think that this person genuinely sees the parts of you that I'm hearing like that the world doesn't. I feel like you might come across as a specific way, but like they see past that. They see past what you might like cover up, or just, I don't know, I'm just hearing like you don't look like what you've went through. I don't know, there's something about with the Death card coming out, like you could have genuinely gone through something, and that's why you've become this like bright and shining star. Like, you know what I'm also hearing is like a supernova. I don't know if anyone's heard that, like the empath supernova, when they've experienced so much, it almost just like explodes into this massive beaming light. And I feel like that could be significant. Like, you could have gone through a lot of things that's really transformed you as a person. And I just think that this person sees that, and they don't see other people the way that they see you. The Devil in reverse. Maybe they've experienced things in their life, or people in their life, that have showed them the opposite of love. Because in that last message on my YouTube, I was also listening to the song. I freaking can't even remember it. But it was like a man and a woman singing, speaking about like the map to love is you. So it's like you are the map to love in their eyes, but you also make them find that within themselves. And that's something different about like maybe people they've experienced in their past. Like there's just something about you are the opposite of what they thought love was, but you are the definition of what it truly means in their eyes. Like this person's rediscovered love through you. Wow. Okay. The moon. And this came out in the last message too, where like they might have not said this to you. I feel like there's a lot that's been unsaid, but like nothing's gone unheard or unnoticed by them. So like maybe this person's just waiting for what feels like the right time, or they're waiting for like some kind of sign from you. I don't know. I just feel like this is somebody who really, truly it is experiencing your spirit. Like they're not just seeing you, they're not just hearing you, they're feeling like the core of you. I don't know, I just feel like there's something about like the universe working through you. This person feels something truly. And you know what also a song I was hearing when I was driving was the song Supernatural. So like this person might even just see you as somebody like just pure magic in their eyes. And I feel like there's no, they can't, I don't know, I'm just feeling like you've set some kind of standard in their eyes that like they compare people to you, or they just feel that you're uncomparable, if that makes sense. Like nobody can truly match your energy. Again, like when I say like you're the blueprint for love in this person's eyes, you can't really erase that. So I just feel like there's something about you really truly being this person's like their light, and they just want to experience your love. So if this person isn't doing that, do not attach to this in a way that, you know, actions speak louder than words. So trust actions over like inaction. But if this is something that's meant to unfold for you, and it will in the divine's timing and the divine's way, it might not be in the way I expressed it, but there's just something about you, your existence is awakening something in theirs. There's something about your specific energy right now that feels absolutely insane. Like, I don't know what you've been doing, but I feel like there's something about you've really been looking good, honestly. And this isn't really just kind of like a physical sense. Like there's something about your energy feels different right now. I think there's just a lot of things different. I feel like you feel different. I feel like there's some days where you might not even recognize yourself, or you might just feel this, who is this looking back at me? I'm almost feeling like there's been so much time in your journey of like deep healing that it almost just feels like your life felt like it's passed you by in this time. Or there's something about like maybe you've experienced a lot of pain and trauma, and that period felt like a lot of time passed you by where you were in survival mode, that it almost just feels this massive gap in your journey that feels like a void or just blank. But I feel like right now there's just this deep level of awareness for who you are. And like, again, this isn't just your physical, but I do feel like that's significant too. Like you could look different, but there's also something about the way that your energy like radiates through you that feels different. I feel like your energy feels lighter, it feels more aligned, and it feels more you. And I think there's just something about like the way that people are seeing you in your life. This could be people from your past or people in your current reality that are really viewing you, what feels like, with new eyes. And I feel like you are really making people like turn their head or like scratch their head and like question in comparison of like who you were and who you are right now. And there's almost something of like a mirror effect happening in specific people's energy, where you're really showing them like where they're still stuck, or where they've also expanded, or there's just something about your presence right now that feels deeply like people want to keep up with you, or people want to watch you, or just people feel like there's just something incredibly magnetic about your presence. And I almost feel that you've genuinely changed the way that you live your life so much. And I feel like it's because you've let go of this idea that you need to like, I'm feeling like you could have had a savior complex. I think that's what the term is, like when you want to constantly be saving people other than yourself. Like there's something about you've always overextended your energy when you weren't even really giving it to yourself. And I think that you had this big people pleaser tendency of needing to love people because they weren't loving you right, in hopes that they would feel loved because you were the one that was feeling unloved. But like, hey, if I love you, then you matter. Like there's just something about you've always been this person that wanted, I'm almost saying like a fixer. And I don't think you were doing this intentionally. I think that you might have genuinely just been the kind of person that learned to put others first. And that might have come from experiences in your life within growing up, within family dynamics, relationship dynamics, where you just felt this responsibility for other people's emotions. I'm almost hearing like you've always felt like a therapist for other people and you were just left with nothing. But I feel like you got so used to that you didn't realize that there was anything wrong with that. I just feel like you were like, what else can I give to you? How else can I make you feel seen? How else can I love you? When like you were just getting nothing in return. And I think that a lot of these people were genuinely deep mirrors and activations for you so that you could set foot on this journey of healing. I think that you were never meant to be that person forever, but sometimes you need to experience, I don't even want to say you need to experience that, but like sometimes you experience the opposite end of the spectrum of things so that when you actually are met with a mirror of like what you don't want, but you keep doing it and you're just met with this resistance, you finally are activated. I'm getting like there's people that have activated your deepest core wounds in a way that it might have felt like toxic dynamics or just energies where you felt like you kept being met with a brick wall. And it wasn't even that, it was you were being met with your mirror. You were being met with people that couldn't meet you because you were not meeting you. And when you're looking for yourself in other people, there's just always going to be that resistance. And I feel like that's what you've been healing deeply, is this resistance to yourself. That's why I feel like your energy is radiating in this new frequency, because you're no longer seeking, you're being. And I feel like your being now is what's being sought out by other people, by other things. Like there's just like a calm, aligned presence about you right now. And I think that a lot of people feel this about you, and they might not have the words to like say it, but they feel you in a different way, and it almost makes them want to be around you more. I'm hearing like there's people that might have not wanted to be around you in your past, not because of like anything about you, but like it might have felt like your energy was restricted. It might have felt like your energy was resistant to yourself. And again, like that could just be like a subconscious feeling that they had, and just like this desire to pull away from you. I feel like you've experienced people in your life that have made you feel like something was wrong with you. But again, it's just like every one of these people were deep mirrors for you to realize that nobody else is going to make you feel loved in the ways that you can. Nobody else is going to see you in the ways that you can. Nobody else is going to hear you in the ways that you can. Until you do, that's when you're finally are able to be met with people that can do the same in return. So I feel like that's kind of what's happening right now, is you're aligning to yourself in such a deep way that the universe has no other choice but to reflect that back to you. So I just feel like there's something about your energy is just, it's out of this world right now, really. And I know that sounds kind of extra, but like your energy feels extra these days, but in a good way, not in like a you're extra, but like in a, you just have this extra essence to you that wasn't there before, and it's because it's been activated and you've actually allowed it to surface and be experienced by yourself and the world.